Alright, we're back again. Another return video. This is two submissions, two 24 card express submissions. One of them got delayed in the mail by 2 weeks and turned up at the same time another one arrived, so that's pretty good. First card is this. Gold stars are beautiful, underrated, underpriced compared to everything else. Gold stars are great. Buy gold stars if you can afford them. Buy them if you can't. You'll figure it out. Alright, what else? Oh, wow. Jesus. Look how clean that is. There's a little bit of specks of dust and other things, but that's part of the artwork. Wow, that's nothing to say about that. I mean, I'll look for some flaws later on. There's a lot of cards to get through. It's nice. Look at that. 0.5 from an edge. There you go. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. That's your edge. 8.5 right there. They come in these boxes that have these styrofoam inserts. When you do the express grading, they have these really nice styrofoam inserts, but they do cause you to have all this little dust all over the card. So I'll have to wipe it all off with a cloth later on. That's it. That's a tiny little edge. Gives you 1.5 less grade. We got another one. This one, thankfully, same grades, 9 edge. So let's see what we got. Is that being seen by the camera? It is being seen. Oh, look how disgusting my fingers are. Alright, as we can see here, this edge, 8.5, this tiny little edge there is a 9. That's pretty consistent in my mind. You can't ask much more than that. I mean, it's the same grade the rest of the card, and it's got a little bit less in one area. What more can you ask for, honestly? That is great, accurate grading. I'd like to see that. Surface 8 on this bad boy. That's nice. Is that on the card there? I don't know. Sometimes there's a little bit of case scratches or something. But... oh, Jesus Christ. That one's broken. Oy, this one is a bit depressing. I think I knew this was going to get 6.5. Guessing there's a bend in here somewhere. Yeah. You can see that little binder crease. As I sat in the binder like that, being flipped around. Ugh. Usually, where is it again there? Yeah, usually, I wouldn't grade a card like this on Express, but it's nice. It's a nice card. 6.5 is still a good grade for that. Got a little bit lower grades on this. Maybe that's what, like half a centimeter dent, and the indent there, relatively clean the rest. I think this might be a little bit too high. But I'm so used to PSA just giving anything with like a little dent, like a 6, or like a 5 or a 6. So when they actually grade them a little bit more in depth and give you like the subgrades and explain why, I like the way CGC does it, but it results in higher grades, so that's probably why I like it. Oh yeah, beautiful little shiny Mew. Oh, looks like there's a tiny little kind of like a scratch thing above the O, but there's ink missing on the back, and that'll hurt your surface grade. This one's relatively beautiful, I guess. I mean, we really, because it's got 10 everything, right? You would expect it to be absolutely nothing on this card apart from all this hair and dust that covers my house. I got 3 cats, alright, and a girlfriend, so hair's everywhere. Okay, 7.5 Misty, probably a little bit dent. Remember, I got this out of a pack, so set it down there. A little bit of something on the surface there. Can't quite see it. I'm not too sure. Maybe there's... I don't know if that's on the case or the card. There's probably something somewhere. Need a little bit more in-depth look later on. These are all really nice. I think I paid like $30, $40 each for all these. Look at that. 4 Blasty Boys, all first edition. It's kind of lame I didn't get any 9.5s. So, but I'll pick the one with the highest subgrades. Probably this one. Throw that in the collection. Put the rest up for sale. This is a cute little Misty there. We got a 9. Damn. Beautiful stuff. A lot of this I'm paying market prices for a lot of these cards, and I'm paying express grading rates, so my cost is like really high, but it's worth it. It's worth it when you get a 9 on an old school holo like that. Like all the gift starters, I think I got one 8.5, and it's such a killer because it's like 0.5 off a 9, and then I would have had I would have had a full set. Look at that swirl. Yeah, I mean, surface 9. I can imagine there's a little bit of light scratching here and there because the quick starter decks, they're not packed very well, so even getting like PSA 10 is like super hard on it. And then 2 master balls. 5 centering. Put these to the side. Some other stuff. I mean, I sell a lot, so I like to buy slightly rarer cards even in a played condition, because people are like, not everyone can afford this in a 9 or a 10. Sorry, I can't breathe today. But it's good. People want high valued stuff in lower grades. It's just not everyone can afford 10s. It's just how it is. These were opened out of a fresh box of Rayquaza Ponchos, so they're not always 10 straight out of the box. I think this one has the 8.5 surface, and if you can see there, right, I'm casting a shadow, but right in like the kind of the middle of his face, you can see like a little dent thing. I don't really know what it is. It doesn't go through from the back. It's not on the back, so that's how it is. I mean, I'm lucky that it's only an 8.5. I get the 9 overall, but yeah. What is this? I gave this a 6 on surface. There's a pretty deep scratch on the top there with some light scratches, so yeah, I mean, 7 overall, not too bad. Okay, these were the same as the Blastoises. I got these from the same seller. These were $100 each, so getting an 8 and express grading might be a loss, but what do we got? We got a bit of corner wear there. Cards do move a little bit in the cases with CGC. This is a lot of movement. Usually it's not that bad. Japanese cards feel not as thick as English cards, so sometimes. But I know like the case itself for CGC, like the thickness inside, there's a lot less room. I mean, there's a lot more room than PSA. So maybe that attributes to it, but now this card is beautiful. This is really rare. There's only one of these graded by PSA. just get a good photo. Look how clean this is. Just all around. Basically brand new back. There's only one graded by PSA. It's a World Championship pack unlimited. Charizard, extremely rare. It's just, the rarity is crazy. That's pretty nice. Happy with an 8.5. Oh, I saw something there. Right there at the bottom there. See, that's the killer. That's why you got an 8 on surface. Or me. That's me that gets that. A little bit of a pinch. Okay. This is the unlimited Vaporeon Gold Star. This one's gone so fast to the collection, it's not even going to be seen. I'm going to put it in a sleeve and put it in a box right after this because that is staying with me for a long time. Got the Charizard in the same pack as that. Okay, 9.5 gold, 0.5 off pristine. Ooh. Yeah, there's a little bit of... I open these from packs, so I'm undecided if I want to keep them or not, but man, market's crazy lately. Logan Paul box. Apparently one of the Charizard's great at PSA 10. That's fucking crazy. Nice clean Blaine's 9. Blaine's 8. I don't really need to go through all these. 8.5, 8.5, 8. They make a lot of noise, but they do clip in rather easy, these CGC cards. A lot of people ask, why do I grade CGC? Why CGC? Why? I grade with PSA as well. PSA just doesn't... I just choose the bulk service and the cards just don't come back. A little bit of a dent up there. 7 all round. There we go, that's the dent on the reverse. Otherwise, it's not too bad of a grade. Card's pretty clean. 7, I'm happy with a 7. But yeah, PSA, they're so backed up, but you just don't get cards back, so I don't make videos about PSA. If I had some PSA back, I'd make videos about PSA. I mean, it's pretty easy knowledge. This is good. A CGC 10 is like so hard to get. It's to the point where it's almost impossible. Because the centering has to be a 9.5 at a minimum. If your centering is not 9.5, you can't get a 10. And it's just like, obviously the highest grade should be hard to get, but it's also determined by like a predetermined factor that you have no control over. Pull that out of the pack, off-centered, it's unlucky. This is nice. Yeah, a lot of the cards I post, I do put up for sale. A lot of the cards I get back are not for sale. They just go straight to my collection. Stuff like this, like a 7, I'll put it up for sale because I'll keep buying raw ones until I can buy a grade of 9 for myself. I mean, this is kind of rough, has a lot of surface scratches. Obviously, you can only really see them in like really harsh light, but they're still there. You can't ignore them. Got a deep scratch there. Goes across. Like 7 and 8 grades can have the most leniency. It's kind of crazy how lenient, like not leniency, but like you can have such different subgrades between the 7 and 8. Like this card is just like worlds beyond better than the other one. Because it has that, looks like it's got a binder dent right there. Just trying to explain. That's a 7 surface and this is a 7 surface, but this is flawless. Like this has no scratches. And this is just like pretty scratched up, so. But this has the dent and this one doesn't have a dent, so it's like they have the same surface grade, but the cards surfaces are like wildly different. If I can just show this one, and then I'll show this one. You can see the difference is like crazy. But yeah, this is why I like the subgrades. Anything that's relatively expensive really helps. Really helps. But this is the last one, so thanks for watching. I'll try and post every return I get because it's pretty cool to look back, see what I got back. You know, it's just like exciting, and I feel like there's probably not enough knowledge out there with like what cards can grade what. Like, you don't have to have super mint cards to get like a 7 or 8. It can be like a little bit like light played, or I think our own grading standards are a lot higher than what actual grading companies give. I can see this getting a 7 at PSA as well. In BGS probably a 10, but you know, it's just, I'm just trying to put a little bit of information out there. You don't have to choose CGC to grade with, but I like them. I think they're pretty good.